You have just entered the KBMOD podcast. Keyboard plus mouse or die.
Hey guys, what's going on? And welcome to episode 21 of the KBMOD podcast. We are able to drink now, and then we are all doing that right now.
You a drink?
Yes.
My rap album's going to be a completely appropriate grammar rap album, and the first song, the title song, will be "Let Me Purchase You a Beverage."
Yes. Anything else about the 21 drinking age limit thing? That's it. We had so much.
We've been drinking since we was 15 because they don't want to know what it's like being a black man growing up on the streets.
That's true.
I've been sipping on oldies since I was...
Speaking of drinking, this last weekend, John, you did some drinking.
I did.
Damn. You did like 15 beers drinking or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, I was up for like 3 hours after you passed out. Justin like threw up in his bed or something. I don't know what he...
Ugh. Weren't you proud of me though? I stayed up till 6:30.
Yeah, that was quite impressive for you, to be honest. Because you're usually a huge vagina.
I know. Yeah, I'm usually folding my vagina up by 1 or 2.
You guys say me and Bob, make old jokes about me and Bob. Scott's in bed at like 9:30 half the time.
I'm tucked in, feet are toasty, chestnuts on the open fire.
You have heated bricks by your feet.
I'm not talking about warmth.
You live in a colonial house.
Yep.
I don't want to hear about warmth.
It's a little cold, Nick.
He lives in Abe Lincoln's log cabin.
It's a little cold in Minnesota right now, so I've got a felt blanket and I look like a fat Jedi, so I'm real warm.
Jedis have felt blankets.
Jedis actually get super out of shape if they want.
Can you fill the midi-chlorians in your penis?
I actually covered the blanket in midichlorians, kind of like smallpox, but like...
Can you use that blanket to suffocate Jake Lloyd, that awful actor who played Anakin Skywalker?
In the first one?
In the first... Oh, my God.
Annie!
Oh, my God. I hate it. I don't know what I hated worse, Jar Jar Binks or Jake Lloyd. I think probably all of it.
He's like an alcoholic now.
Dude, I saw 60 Minutes on him. I think we talked about this before. I'm having deja vu, but he's so bitter about the whole experience, and he's like, dude, it's so hard growing up. I have no money left. Anyway, he's very bitter about it.
Wow, you summarized an entire 60 Minutes in 10 seconds.
You like that? Quick, I'm the new Andy Rooney. Get me on there. All right, so what have we been doing? What have we been playing? Let's sit down.
That WoW. Been playing nothing but WoW.
It's a strong patch overall.
You've been playing WoW and some of that Counter-Strike.
Counter-Strike Go, yep.
A little bit of pro mod with Fwizzlebee.
Fwizzlebee. I pooped on his chest like 4 times.
Let me give you a direct quote from Fwizz playing the other night CSGO. He's like, I'm never going back to console. That's what he said to me.
Sorry for cheating on you, PC.
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
Yeah. Now Fwizz can shoutcast Minecraft for us. Be awesome.
Coming in shoutcast.
And the Nick Fenton sign's getting all built up.
There's a big dick on the left, and there's a big dick on the right, and there's something that says console.
Is that the white ditto rising out of the ground?
Oh my God, Black Ditto is behind him, planting the bomb.
Be an excellent. That's like the best Minecraft server ever to shoutcast. Somebody built me like a real big throbbing member.
Yeah, dude, that thing is.
There's like it was like a jacking all over the place. It's solid.
Best thing on our Minecraft server, though,
it's a monolith member.
The coming Enderman is the best.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you were telling me about that. It sounded epic.
Somebody built like a redstone machine that pops out snowballs out of his little penis periodically.
That's awesome.
How many people? What's the high? Do you give like population numbers? Like, what's the most?
Most we've had on it once was like 30 or so.
Okay,
it's a 50-man server, but the griefing has been pretty minimum, and people have done really cool stuff on it. So
yeah, All Sham No Wow was not happy about the griefing earlier.
Yeah,
you got assaulted, huh?
Yeah. Where his new building spot it was, and I just made a big pink "Mark is gay" sign.
So what is the anti-griefing measures that you guys are talking about? What do you do? What is it?
The basic things for those who do play Minecraft. TNT doesn't do anything, I believe, to build.
Okay.
I don't think you can even place it.
Yeah, I don't think you can even place it. Yeah, and fire does. You can make fire, but it won't burn anything down. Those are the big things. As you could imagine, some asshole running around with TNT. I mean, you just place that and blow it.
Just blow up everything.
So, the only things we've seen are people like taking other people's stuff out of chests, but there's frankly not a lot we can do. Plus half the people are mods anyway, so they just give themselves something. So,
nice.
But we have a KBMOD yacht on there as well, with a giant penis on the side, of course. My favorite thing on the server, actually, I said it was the Enderman. I lied. I think it's the men's asses that are out.
Oh god, the one with the pimples all over the ass.
Right next to the big dick that has my name. Yeah, I was on today at work. I work hard.
Wow. I'm gonna
My
have
work
to get
PC runs that Minecraft server at like 90 frames a second. That thing's a fucking boss mode. That's like an X1950 and a fucking Core 2 quad in it.
I have an X1950 right here next to me, actually.
Outperforming, obviously, Jesus PC still.
Yeah, it's an AGP card and it outperforms his, so yeah.
Scott, the men's asses is equipped to have a spawner in the back, which feeds pigs into lava, and then it shits out the pig remains out the butt.
Oh my god. Yeah, I gotta see the stuff for myself.
Most creative game ever.
I think end of this week, yeah. I'll have to watch that. That looks epic.
You should remake Dust.
We should. Let's spend hours doing that. Did anyone see the speaking of crazy Minecraft creations, the Super Mario?
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Unbelievable. I was like, is that real? I was like, that can't be real. They didn't do that, but I guess they did.
It's a server that created the entire world of Lord of the Rings. Like everything. Like to scale. It's pretty fucking ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the first time I ever heard of Minecraft was, I think it was actually you, John, that linked me some dude making the Starship Enterprise.
Yeah.
When Minecraft first started, but they made it to scale in the server. Like, holy shit.
You couldn't even see the whole thing.
Yeah, it was supposed to be.
Was not far enough.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like miles long. I mean, the ship is like miles long.
That's why I agree with you, Dan. Like that's the best tool for a child. I think. Yeah,
they have that mod that you can buy, which is actually made for schools, and they have some of the things it does. I don't know all the specifics, but they have it so you have programs where they have the students like build the Parthenon instead of just learning about it.
Could you make a to scale replica of Nick Fenn's talent?
Yeah,
his talent.
Would it be
for my talent?
Yeah,
like
it'd be a single block.
Does Nick Fenton have large talons?
I do have large talons.
Nick Fenton rhymes with large talons.
I made like $6 an hour.
Wow. Napoleon Dynamite references? What is happening?
There's a fucking cartoon coming out, and I'm stoked.
Nice.
Oh, God. You have my
is Brandon, are you here? I haven't heard from you yet.
Tina!
He's eating that sandwich.
Oh, he's still eating.
I'm here.
All right.
I don't have Minecraft. I need to get Minecraft though, so I could probably play it on my laptop.
You're a smart person too. See, I'm really stupid, so I can't build shit on Minecraft. I just let everyone else build. So all I can do is build puzzle basements for the children.
All you do is give tours for the puzzle basements. Last time I was there, you weren't doing anything.
Well, I made a Riptide kiddie pool. I did make that.
Well, that is more meanings than it should in a puzzle
Have you built
basement.
any nice weens, Dan?
I haven't.
What about signs?
Oh, I did make a few signs, yeah. I did have a welcome to the puzzle basement. Someone made a bunch of base god signs in my
that wasn't me.
And yes, bitch, I look like Caillou signs.
That was me also.
I gotta thank Crunch for making every single KBMOD related meme into a sign on the server.
Wow.
In some way, shape, or form.
I used to live Legos when I was a kid, so I'm sure I'd love it.
Yeah.
I'll have to add that to my Tech the Halls.
I will say this, not on the Dick's side of things. My son, I don't have his PC set up yet, but he wants to just sit and watch me play my single player world. He could do it for hours. He would just sit and he's like, go, explore, and he just wants to go all over. So I'm sure he'll be pumped when he gets to actually do it.
Nice.
He did build a bridge in creative mode, so that was cool. He was very excited.
Probably a better one than in Pittsburgh.
We have like 7,000 bridges, bro.
And they're all falling down.
That's fine.
Like
Stanley Cup championships.
No, that's London Bridge,
1967.
Alex.
Sing it for me. Sing it for me, and I'll like the cut of your jib, Brandon.
So I'll tell you what Brandon's been playing this week. Tribes.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
what I've been playing this week.
Yeah. Blue plate specials all over the place, or what?
I'm
Sometimes
just
you give
raiding
away
all of
like
this
20
bitch all
tribes
day.
keys on Twitter in a matter of like 2 hours.
And you probably lose followers for being nice because you're spamming.
I don't know. No, I think I got a bunch of followers. I don't really know why, but we'll have more beta keys coming though. They're handing
Wait,
them out
are
like
we
candy
surprised
now.
that we're at episode 21?
Yeah. Can we back up?
We were too drunk because we turned 21.
I blacked out.
So we weren't. Yeah, we blacked out.
I died on my own vomit, so.
Got blacked out and threw up on my carpet.
Or he threw up on my friend's carpet.
Yeah. Then woke up laying on an inflated mattress, not knowing where I am, and
I
everyone was
left
gone.
at Nick's
Everyone was
house,
gone.
John. Just
I was
left
like,
him
what the
there.
fuck?
Like Nick's, like old Nick's house?
Yeah.
Oh wow, well played.
Old Nick Donald had a
Where is
farm.
everyone?
I wouldn't have been surprised if like you woke up and Nick was just spooning you just to be an asshole.
Yeah, that's true. That might
Because
happen.
that's Nick right there. That's something that he would definitely be doing. And he would totally have convinced you that you made love to him that night.
Probably would have believed him. I had no idea what was happening after certain parts of that night.
The best
Some of
part
us are already over 21. We're already looking forward to 25 for the reduced car insurance premiums.
Yeah, I just got that a couple years ago. That was nice.
That is clutch.
I got that like
Need
10
that.
years ago, man.
That was a pun, Scott.
What?
I pay like $33 a month for car insurance. I am elite.
What? How do you pay that little?
Father owned a business. It's fleet insurance.
Jeez.
I pay a little bit more than that.
That's because
By a
you
little
have
bit,
a
I mean a
muffler the
lot.
size of Texas.
Brandon, look at
You
your
gotta pay a
car.
lot to insure.
Look at your car, Brandon, and then think that I drive a Nissan Versa hatchback. So, yeah.
Brandon's
Yes.
car just
So our
is-
horsepower basically equates to like our car insurance premiums.
Yes.
Ooh.
Brandon's car
Your
drives
car's
in
also
front of
red, isn't it,
500,000
Brandon?
views.
And it's really loud, and it's obnoxious.
But it's also red.
Obnoxious.
You still collecting the money from that, Brandon? That you took money for
Obnoxiously loud.
that video? About,
Yeah, have you claimed that video?
you better have.
Of course.
Nice.
Machinima's gonna go bankrupt off that single video. Not gonna be able to pay out.
I wonder what the people who subscribe to you for car videos are thinking now. They're like, what the fuck is what's going on?
You mean like all 100 of them over like 3 years?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
they come back to
What
see
do
the
you
video,
mean,
they're like,
how
"Oh,
to
yeah,
ski in
he
tribes
pimped out
of
his-
Shin?
He pimped out his car some more. Blue plate special. Huh?
I don't subscribe to you for this. Yeah, you probably got a lot of angry.
Mine was Southern, yours was Deliverance, Scott. Squeal! Squeal!
Got a purty mouth.
Nick Van, do your squeal. It's the best. You can't touch it, dude. So good. Wow.
Wow, do we
is-
even have a news segment?
I'm sorry. Yeah, this is
No, this has been good.
this has
I'm
devolved
just-
quickly. We
should
do. The Minecraft
We were
stuff.
talking about tribes. We were talking about tribes in Minecraft.
Yeah, this
We
will
were,
actually.
it's true.
We now interrupt your scheduled programming to bring you an urgent broadcast from the front lines of America.
Speaking of the news, the news, Notch is stepping down, bros. He's out.
Yeah.
He's done.
And
No,
Are we really surprised? The dude's rich.
Yeah, he is rich.
he actually said, "I'm rich, bitch." Slapped the screen with a 20 on his blog, and then just took off.
You know, you can tell by like just the way he acts that he just doesn't care that he's rich. He's just like, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
He's like, BRB gonna go invest all of the money I made into developing a new indie game. Maybe that will make kids
have you
smarter
guys seen
too.
interviews with him? He's just like, when people ask him about the money, he's like, well, it's nice to not really worry about what groceries cost now. He's so nonchalant about it.
yeah. I want to.
He's like, oh, you can pay whatever you want for this humble bundle. How's $30,000 sound, guys? It's just like, okay.
I wonder how he split that.
Yeah. Well, we should quantify. Stepping down just means he's not the lead on it anymore, but he
Yeah,
still
yeah,
has
he's-
input, obviously.
Yeah,
I mean, it's probably a good thing, really, because he'll be working on new products, whereas Minecraft, I mean, at this point, Minecraft feels like a pretty mature product, even though it
does.
It's felt like that since
released.
it first entered beta, dude.
Yeah.
Like, it was, it was like $5 at one point, so I just bought it just because. And, like, it's been a finished product for God knows how long. It's been finished, they just keep adding stuff. I don't know why they called it a beta at all.
Well, that's how games should be.
When they have a passionate developer.
Blacklight and Tribes and such. Patch.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good
Kind of like
good
Activision with Call of Duty. It's similar. Very close.
Yeah,
Really
I mean, if by patch you mean Call of Duty Elite doesn't work.
Hey,
Love that it
small
doesn't
things.
even work for, like you would figure. In my head, I'm like, yeah, it should work for console people because it's not even out for PC. Nope, doesn't even work there. Just doesn't fucking work. We're gonna roll out this whole system with our bajillion dollars, and we're still gonna screw it up. That's
I'm crushed that that's not coming to PC. Probably that's disappointing.
Yeah, I wanted to look at my stats, which I could do in game in Black Ops. I mean, it was really
remember that time that Bungie did that for free and they had like the most advanced stat tracking.
Like 2005?
Yeah, was it?
Remember when like SourceOP TF2 servers had that? You just go on like a web page and look at all your stats.
And what's in your backpack and
yeah, it's
what
really
color
difficult.
what color you've painted your various miscellany? Yes.
Remember when BioShock didn't even count them?
Oh God.
Well, you should be excited once we get to the
Yeah,
news.
we're going to get to some BioShock.
Eventually.
Nick, squeal like a pig one more time, please.
I'm ashamed now.
I'm ashamed now. Probably the best response I could
All
have.
right. Well, whenever you actually just do it as you feel, as you want, just
in the middle of a conversation?
If you feel like
When
it's
somebody's
not going-
talking. When somebody's trying to make like a really important point about something.
If you feel like it's not going somewhere you want it to, feel free to interject with that because that's incredible.
That is my
I'll be
wild
like,
story.
Nick, you're the podcast relief pitcher.
I am the best podcast relief pitcher.
No, you're supposed to squeal there. That would be the response.
You see, I just turned it around on you. You think I'm going to be offended. But then I turned it into a positive, I should be a
That's
counselor.
touchy subject.
You've ruined this podcast, Nick.
Don't bring your beefs. Don't spill your guys' beefs into the podcast, guys.
I also appreciate BioShock as much as you do, Alex.
Or your pork, as it were.
All right, let's move on to Skyrim news, and basically Bethesda saying, "Yo, PC is the shizzle." That's what I have written here. So
that is, that's what it is.
This entire podcast is scripted.
yeah, that's basically it, though. But we can elaborate on that. I know, Dan. How about you elaborate on that? Is that, or we don't need
It'd be
to?
nice to see. Obviously, they put the game out, and as people might know, the menus were still pretty console ported and things for the game.
Yeah.
But Bethesda basically said PC's going to be getting patches earlier and more frequently than the consoles. They're going to add tons. There's already, as we've talked about, a bajillion mods. But Bethesda basically is going to give out the whole Radiant engine and everything they need. So I'm sure we'll see some crazy full conversions and stuff. And it's good that they're being open and they know which platform's best. I think Bethesda's figured it out.
Yeah.
It went a little wrong with Brink, but now we're back.
We can forgive and forget.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of Skyrim, though, just like you said, the only real flaw I see, or the glaring flaw was definitely, I agree, the menus are very infuriating to scroll through, and half the time you're like not selecting the stuff you want to be. But that's really like the only, major complaint. So, other than some of the things they already addressed in that last patch, I guess, did we touch on that last week? Did we talk about that? I think we
you
did.
did a little bit.
Yeah, some of the, dragon stuff.
Dead wedding guests and
Yeah, exactly. Getting there and your bride's dead. That's the worst. But that seems to be fixed.
Yeah, they said right after that patch came out, they were like, well, we have another patch ready. So,
Yeah.
support. That's what we want. When do we want it? Now. So, all the
good
mods...
thing is that's really just icing on the cake, because when you have mods, the support, it can be lacking. Not that that's an excuse for it, but it's like it's nice to see them supporting it, and we still have mods. So if they don't get to something, or if we do want something changed, there's probably a mod out there for it already.
Yeah.
Very true. I don't know why I haven't installed Kill the Children mod. I don't know what I'm thinking. That's going to be this weekend. I'm going to kill a lot of kids in that game. Just every kid I can find and drag them to my house and store them as trophies. It's going to be my weekend.
Someone's going to take this podcast and cut the MP3.
Yeah. This is in Skyrim, people.
Scott
In
Fisher.
Skyrim, the video game.
I want an orphanage mod where I just kill the parents instead, and then it turns into an Annie musical. That would be awesome.
Daddy $4 mod.
Oh my god!
You just want to wear a dirty dress, you slut.
So there is a Kill Children mod now, Scott?
Yeah, there's one. There's been one for a little while now, but I don't know why I haven't installed it. I just put
Whoever made the Kill the Children mod, wow. That's like, I'm not really against it, but still, it's like, you know what this game needs?
I think it just adds realism. That's all.
Well, yeah, obviously.
That's what people do, in
Can
real
you
life.
steal
They just
from
kill
children?
That's true. Especially when they talk back to you like they do in this game. I mean, it's out of control,
Can
man.
you steal from them, Scott? Can you pickpocket the children?
That's a good question. I don't think I've ever tried in this game.
Steal all the things from all the children.
Wow,
That's what
something you haven't tried to do to poor innocent children, Scott.
I've done other things, but no, not the stealing. Stealing's like low on my list. I'm not really. All right. Let's get away from what I've done to children in Skyrim. I'm not comfortable with this conversation anymore. Ivy Bidge. Blah. Ivy
Bidge.
I'm done.
Chop of the Ivy Bidge to ya.
Ivy Bridge performance numbers. We initially, Dan, do we want to admit our mistake or no? I guess we
Which
have
mistake
to admit
was
it
it?
now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the way we were reading it.
Well,
was-
yeah, but I edited it pretty quick.
Yeah.
Thanks to Brandon. But anyway, it's still going to be a pretty decent upgrade over Sandy Bridge. The only question is I think it's probably going to be. I don't even know what Sandy Bridge prices were to start, to be honest with you. But that's
209 and 320 respectively.
probably what you're looking at, as far as the prices. But I think the lower power, the smaller chip. God, Scott is going. Yes, that's good. I just have to interject this. I'm sorry, podcast listeners. I'm not going to say anything, but man, what a rant later on.
Oh, we're going to go to town.
But yeah, it looks like the onboard GPU, which you will be able to, if they are doing the motherboards the same way, you'll be able to use to help in rendering, which will be a very nice upgrade. It pretty much beat 2600 in everything. Not like there was a single thing it didn't beat it in. So, at about the CPU benchmark is the one that counts, and that was for gaming, the gaming part, 17% faster than 2600. So that's pretty significant, I think. I mean, it's not huge, but it's definitely an upgrade.
Yeah, I think I don't know that it's like a must upgrade from Sandy Bridge. If you're already on a 2500 or 2600K, I would have a feeling your GPU is going to be the bottleneck in most games right now. So I don't know that this is a huge must upgrade thing, but especially after Bulldozer, it is really nice to see that the benchmarks are basically all positive over Sandy Bridge.
Yeah,
and
a new generation of chips is better than the old one.
Yeah, that's a pretty novel concept.
It is. It's crazy.
But I think the real winners here, and this doesn't really include gamers, but 200% faster performance for the onboard graphics. That's pretty astounding, because now you're talking about, still pretty far off from the performance of discrete graphics cards, but it's coming closer with every generation, and
yeah.
I could foresee a point 4 or 5 years from now where discrete graphics cards could become obsolete if Intel keeps up this kind of pace.
Yeah, that's insane. 200% better onboard GPU. 200%.
That's exactly what Carmack was talking about. You remember that?
Yeah, he
and
was.
And that's on top of Sandy Bridge. I mean, there's people that are getting by with Sandy Bridge integrated graphics, which were a pretty significant step up from previous, onboard graphics. So yeah that's pretty incredible.
As far as that goes too, we've pretty much thrown dirt on AMD's grave for a little bit here, but their Fusion platform and their APUs, the discrete graphic or the graphics integrated on the die on the chip are actually doing pretty well as far as those go. So that part of the market, they're still doing well, which would make sense is where they've changed their focus, quote unquote. Except today they admitted they lied about the number of transistors on Bulldozer, or someone at the factory just can't count. So
that's pretty hilarious.
Not only they said it had 2 billion transistors, but only has like 1.2 or something. They were like, "Well, we counted."
That's not a rounding error. That's like you really missed.
Yeah, you accidentally missed 800,000. My bad.
800
million. I can't even count. Holy shit! Hire me.
Do you work at AMD? Yeah,
I do actually.
Nick's been running AMD, hence the.
I wear a helmet both when I'm at work and when I'm at home.
He's got an in with the one guy that creates the Catalyst suite.
Yeah, that dude is locked in a shed.
The guy at the shed, Dan, that killed me in that article when you added that.
Getting beaten every day.
Wasn't he blind too?
Yeah, he's blind. Yeah.
Develop these drivers.
They just whip him. They just pay another guy more than they pay him to whip him, like, the whole time. And so he just cranks out Catalyst updates that just break more shit every time.
These aren't going to work, I'm telling. Just put them in. Just put them out. I don't care.
But the other good thing about Ivy... Oh, go ahead, Brandon. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, for anyone, like, waiting on Ivy Bridge to do a build, or waiting for Sandy Bridge to come down in price, I'm not really sure if we'll see, like, a huge drop in Sandy Bridge prices. We may... as retailers try to get rid of their stock. But what typically happens is that once Intel stops manufacturing Sandy Bridge, they'll probably end up going up in price because they're not made anymore. So I wouldn't, like, if you're waiting for Sandy Bridge to drop drastically in price, and that's the only reason you're waiting to build, I would say don't bother. Like, just go ahead and build, or wait for Ivy Bridge and then use an Ivy Bridge processor. But you're definitely not, especially with AMD being garbage, Intel is not going to drop, Sandy Bridge to rock bottom prices.
No. And I'm doing an Ivy Bridge build, so I'll let you guys know how that goes when it happens. But the other good thing about it is, and the only reason I'm actually going to do an Ivy Bridge build, I was actually waiting to see, there was a rumor months back that there would be no unlocked processors.
I thought we squashed that. They're going to lock. I think they're going to lock the base clock, but they're still going to have K chips.
But yeah, there's two. Yeah, there's an i5. Basically, your equivalents of the 2500K and 2600K are going to be in there, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, I think the rumor was that they were going to lock the base clock for the chips, which if they do, I think for normal people, that's not really going to have much effect because I don't think anyone is overclocking Sandy Bridge using the base clock.
No.
So, that's not really news anymore.
All right.
Speaking of the 2500K, sometimes Bob Post makes you go to your local Micro Center and ship him a 2500K for a price
that even save him any money?
I don't know. You know what? Brandon started doing the math with me, and I was like, he's saving like $20 or $15.
Yeah, because I was like, if Scott's picking it up locally,
when you have 37 children, $20 is a lot.
I'm like shipping the thing. I'm like, God damn. No,
yeah, when you account for sales tax and shipping, like he could have gotten it for the same price from Newegg.
Well,
he's gonna be so mad when he hears this.
I think he was just trolling you, Scott.
He might have been. We came to the conclusion that it was so little money actually saved overall that Bob's trolling me, and I just did it anyway, which is fine. I'm happy for Bob. He's excited about his. I don't know if he's putting it together tonight or when.
Yeah, I think he said he's going to try to make like a stop motion video of it, like a time lapse.
Nice.
I was like, sound nearly
knowing
as
Bob's
awesome as
editing abilities, it'll probably be really good.
Actually, Brandon, watching you put thermal paste on for 6 hours isn't, the best either. But
it was pretty exciting.
My temps are nice now.
I just like when
Thermal
Brandon
paste
switched
better.
out credit cards and went to the MasterCard. He started with the Visa. That was good.
No, that's a complete lie, Scott.
Oh,
That
you
is
did.
a complete lie.
What were you using?
I was using like a gift card from somewhere.
Oh, all right.
Applebee's gift card?
Yeah, he was using his card, the one he buys all the things on, Scott.
Oh, okay. This requires a squeal, Nick Fenn. What? He won't do it. God damn it. I just want to hear the beautiful sound. All right.
I ain't your pig.
All right. Let's go on to the new Command and Conquer.
The most frightening
Fucking
squeal.
console Command and Conquers can fucking burn. All of them. All of them.
Someone's coming on. I can't.
Scott's dying over here.
Sorry. I'm sorry. All right, I'm getting it together. Yes, the new Command and Conquer. What was the one that you were talking about, though, Nick? The last
Renegades.
Renegades. That's what it was.
What a
What
great
a great game, yeah.
Person
God.
and third person. Oh man.
Probably the best game ever made.
Probably.
What year was that? Was that 2000 something?
I don't know. I didn't get it when it came out. I got it in like a Command and Conquer collection box because I wanted to play Tiberian Sun for some reason. I don't know what I was.
Do you know how many awful Command and Conquer games have come out like over the past few years?
It's since Westwood got liquidated back in the day. It's been shit.
And they're
Makes
all
sense.
like focused on the Xbox, which makes no sense. I don't understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, RTSs tend to do well with thumbsticks. Tend to really.
Why isn't StarCraft on there?
Yeah, I don't understand it.
For APM?
Get on this.
StarCraft
Korea.
is on N64. The original is.
Oh, it is. That's true. So's Diablo 2. God, I'm looking at the Command and Conquer Renegades Wikipedia page.
Too. I'm actually surprised. It's 75%, but that's Metacritic, so you can't. But
It had some of like the worst voice acting. Like even for the time, it was really bad.
Yeah, well, look at the review score. Eurogamer, 4 of 10.
yeah, that is
4 of 10.
yeah.
4 Michelle Pfeiffers out of 10.
4
But look,
Michelle Pfeiffer.
IGN gave it a respectable 7.4. So
Well, that's because they paid IGN.
I trust that review. Eurogamer though, yeah. GameSpy, 3 stars.
5-star rating systems suck. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, you got to put it on a Michelle Pfeiffer scale.
Yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer scale for sure.
Nice.
But no, it's a good thing because Command and Conquer is a classic series. I mean,
If they
it's
can
gone
ever
to
do
shit.
one right, like if they can ever actually put effort into one, kind of like StarCraft. I mean, not to that level.
Well,
but if they could
1995
actually,
Command and Conquer was awesome.
yeah, no, I
Exactly.
grew up
Oh,
on
like
Command and
shit.
Conquer. I loved it.
Yeah.
Used to make 8 billion tanks, and that was the Zerg Rush. Like,
Yeah.
billion heavy tanks.
Nothing can touch Total Annihilation, but Command and Conquer was pretty good. Man.
But yeah, no, it's a good thing. And to go along with this, Scott, I don't know if you were going to introduce it.
What, the VGA stuff?
Yeah, the VGA.
Go for it.
Several other studios are going to be making quote-unquote big announcements. One being Epic Games, the Unreal Bros.
New Unreal Tournament, make it happen.
Oh god.
Cliffy B, or whatever his name is, said the way they phrased it, there's no details at all, by the way, for the announcement. Like, there's no sort of... They said it was going to be a totally new experience. So I don't know if that means it's going to be a new IP or a new series completely, or if it is, I hope they make a new Unreal Engine version. That'd be awesome anyway. But yeah, I'm hoping the same thing, John. New Unreal game. That would be epic. By epic.
I mean, that's just like
Hopefully it's on the PSP.
Ooh.
3DS.
3DS, that could be strong.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting the PlayStation Vita, so I can't.
Please, no. Are you joking?
I can't say that I'm not going to.
Nick
Sorry,
buys
I mean-
everything, and then he doesn't have any dollars.
Yeah, I know, that's my problem. I think I'm gonna play things, but then I don't. Like Lord of the Rings. Fuck that game.
Yeah, why did you were so excited to play that game? What was the, because it was Lord of the Rings or what?
Look,
Yeah. And it's
Just like Jurassic Park.
look, he
just
bought
got
Jurassic.
you know what? That is a great game.
That game got just
Why
where
don't
you
you just
drag
buy a
things-
Vespa and ride off into the pig sunset?
The pig son.
That's what,
It's not so much a game as it is a thing where it tells you to press buttons and then you press them.
yeah, it's a QuickTime event, basically, right? And
A
that's
very large QuickTime
It's
event.
not a game. It's an experience.
NFEN puts on his jungle gear and like that black stuff under his eyes and plays.
I dress up like a Jurassic
Paint.
Park employee, actually.
paint. What did I say? Black stuff. Yeah.
Black stuff,
Should I
yes. That's the
clarify?
technical name.
Yeah.
Also, this is right up Alex's alley. The full reveal for Bioshock Infinite will be happening at the VGAs. So Alex actually just passed out from it.
He's gone.
He can't even speak right now. He's so excited.
Yeah. Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone. He's gone.
All right.
Wow, I was expecting more out of him from that.
Yeah, me too. Expecting a hurrah or something.
Oh,
There it is.
I'm done.
He was working up to it. Wow.
So I'm sure we'll post the trailer or whatever footage they put up. Because most excited.
Yeah.
There will be speedruns, I'm sure, for that as well.
Yeah. Leaderboards, all that stuff.
Leaderboards, yeah. Bioshock Elite.
Yeah.
There's only one speedrun forum on the KBMOD website. This is unacceptable.
Yeah.
We need
Should
to
we
have a
make-
speedrun forum for the trailer. How fast can you watch the trailer? I'm doing that right now.
Oh my god. All right. Diablo 3. I have to touch on that.
Diablo 3.
Yeah.
Best
So we
game.
finally...
Unfortunately. Yeah, Dan wrote an article about it, but this morning was dead, so if you didn't see that, check that out now.
Yes. Yeah, it was weird this morning. The
Yeah.
whole internet was dead.
It really was.
Like 9 to noon. It was weird.
9 in the afternoon. Your eyes were the signs of the moon.
But PC Gamer sat down
God.
a couple of the D3 developers, and we got some new info on the game as far as the Inferno difficulty, which was the thing that John and I were most excited about. And it sounds like Inferno is going to be really, really hard, which is what we wanted. Basically, it looks like you can't get there to max level. We kind of knew that. But when the developer's like, it's going to be very mean to the player, that's probably a sign that you really need to gear up and get ready for it. And I liked that, none of you guys really played D2 that much, if at all, but, it was really repetitious. Really, really repetitious. Like, once you hit a certain point, you just did the same thing over and over again.
Repetitious.
There's nothing else to do. But,
Something funny about the word repetitious? Is that our word or something?
Is that a word?
I think it is.
What?
Repetitious? Yeah.
That is definitely
Most
a word.
certainly a
Oh.
word.
Repetitious. That's just a funny sound. My bad. Never mind.
Yeah, it is a word. Repetitious. Here we go. Merriam-Webster. Characterized or marked by repetition. And the bottom it says Alex is a dumbass. It's weird.
that's weird. Is that an annotation?
Okay. Any word that rhymes with fergalicious is fucking stupid.
That's how you
That's
decide. Yeah, that's fair. All right.
But the other thing is they're introducing random world events into it, which you can just stumble upon, and random quests throughout. So that should be cool. So I'm looking forward to it. The beta is still just the first third of Act 1. So,
That should be changing shortly, I'd imagine.
yeah, I mean, the Act 2, they already have the Act 2 footage out on the site, and they're talking about it. But this is the first third of Act 1, so we don't even have the rest of it yet. But I'm pretty excited for it, and this just makes it even better because Inferno actually has incentive to do it and to play through the whole thing.
So many RPG style games to occupy my time. Goodbye
I know.
Call of Duty and goodbye YouTube money.
Oh man, you're not gonna post those Modern Warfare 3 videos, bro.
I'm gonna play the WoWs, I'm gonna play the Guild Wars 2s, I'm gonna play Diablo 3, I'm gonna play Dota 2, and I'm gonna retire from first person shooters unless MLG picks up Quake Live.
There he goes. Done.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see MLG picking up Quake Live.
They're supposed to. It's a
Were they
very,
really?
very serious rumor right now.
Nice.
Well, Tribes
Tribes
is going
got
to be
picked
on
And
NASL.
so, yep.
That's awesome.
I don't know what that is,
location.
but cool.
North American Star League.
Awesome.
So
Nice.
let's segue into the free Brink weekend.
There is no segue into that.
No,
The sun
Brandon and
will
I
come.
have been discussing this in the chat, and there needs to be a segue.
All right, well, someone get on the segue.
Okay, well, I've
just said there was
segued
a
in.
segue,
I'm
so-
now segueing. The segue's over. There was a free Brink weekend. Did you buy it for $4? Did you? You should have.
I wish I would.
Brandon, help me out
Instead of
here.
50.
Did you buy it?
I would recommend buying it at $60, $70, $80, whatever it takes.
I'd actually get the collector's edition on eBay for $1,000.
DLC?
Yeah,
the
dude,
choke
buy all
point
the
edition.
DLC. Yeah,
We were actually asked not to make fun of Brink on this podcast.
we were. That
I
was
feel bad.
requested,
Well, that's too
and
bad.
we ignored it completely.
I couldn't tell.
I don't know if making fun is exactly what we're doing or telling the truth.
We're
but-
more shitting on Brink's chest than making fun of it.
Yeah.
I'd say.
It's more mean-spirited than...
Free Brink weekend is the fucking saran wrap you put around the Cleveland steamer. That's what it is. That's all it is. Like, why would you have a free Brink weekend
Oh,
to
this
announce
second-
your fucking clan support? What is that?
that poor Twitter guy's going to be so mad that we are unloading on Brink again. He
He's-
always resists.
That guy who is a reader. He
Yeah.
he follows
Yes.
us and stuff. He also was the guy who yelled at me for saying AMD was like crap now. So
Yeah.
he's got convictions.
He's
I'll
going to
give
be
him.
offended again this week. Oh, well. Hang in
What
there,
Brink
bud.
should have
Hang
done
in
is
there.
just have a free weekend where they release an entirely new set of maps for the game.
Could these maps just be one choke point? That's it.
It's
It's
just a
just
hallway.
two starting.
I'm telling you,
Two starting zones.
all the maps were modeled after Rape Alley.
The maps are like every
that
map is like
Monica Bellucci movie?
Modern Warfare 3 mission. What did you just say?
Irreversible.
Yeah, every map is modeled.
Every
after
map is the
irreversible
hallway and
rape scene.
irreversible.
Oh,
If you haven't seen it and you have Netflix, just go stream it and watch that scene and then be like, ooh, oh, ooh. Wow, those maps do suck. That will be your reaction.
So yeah, next week we're gonna have a Brink developer on, obviously. So, that'll be coming.
They were all
we have
they
to
were all
just follow
put
the
in
trend.
chat
He needs to be
Cabs
from
guy
the
after break.
esports.
Yeah.
It's thriving right now, actually.
Well, they had Brink at QuakeCon, which we all know how that went.
Yeah, well, a lot of people watched it, right?
A lot of people, yeah.
A lot of people watched it before they walked out of the room.
Even though
John
there
was actually in a plane on the way home.
even though there was free beer and cocaine on the table, people were still leaving.
Naked women
it's free
everywhere.
cocaine if you watch the Brink match. Nope, not doing it.
I heard people were macing themselves, actually, as they were walking out.
The parkour is
They were cutting glory holes in their pamphlets.
The Brink pamphlet.
The Brink pamphlet to announce its fucking
Rob
lineup.
Wiz was playing Brink for some team. He's like one of the best American COD 4 players. It's kind of disappointing to see him doing that.
How did he
Did
do
he,
it?
did he
must
climb
have
over
hated it.
all the obstacles?
Yeah,
Just playing? Cool.
just playing the parkour.
There's a game where you can
smart
speed
because you're
run.
only that's smart though because if you're at a competitive event and they have Brink, I mean your competition's only like 15 other people.
Yeah.
If you're good at one shooter, you're technically
Yeah, if you wanted to
least
be number
acceptable
one
at
in the
all of them.
world at a game, Brink.
Your odds of winning money in Brink are literally, 100%.
Yeah, guaranteed. You're never going to
Well, when
know.
you're the
There's
only one
first,
that
second, and
shows up.
third. There's 3 teams in the entire Brink competitive
In
community.
fact, actually, Splash Damage has purchased Letterman jackets for everyone that plays Brink. They can do that because there's 12 of them.
Oh my god.
Steam. I actually have Brink installed, and
Sorry.
Why would you? Why?
I'm going to start it up right now, actually, and start
Okay.
playing.
You know the tragedy of it all is that Splash Damage released ET as a free game and Brink as a full price game.
Yep.
Explain that to
Some
me.
backwards stuff going on there. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, the last recent news on the Brink, you know how the games have like the recent news and achievements and all that.
Yeah.
The last recent news is from when Bethesda's forums got hacked in June. They don't even have the DLC that came out or anything.
They just stopped. Yeah, they're like,
Yeah, they were just like, fuck it, no one's gonna read this.
Can you really blame them?
God, Alex got us down this Brink rant again.
All right, I will segue out of Brink
Okay.
and
segue
into
out.
CS:GO. I will now make a sandwich because Counter-Strike sucks.
Wow. All right.
What a segue.
That was a segue. I hope you fall off of it.
Onto the Brink glory hole.
Yes.
Into the Brink
Sucked by
hallway.
Nick Fenton making that squealing noise.
Not for you, Ho.
Oh, damn it. But yeah, into CS:GO and just talk about me, Nick, and John have been playing it. Much to the chagrin of some of the other bros.
Fuck you guys.
Here, Dan has not been happy. I've been trying, man. I've been trying to get you a key. We've been exploring all avenues, but
The man himself, Trout91, tried to get me a key.
I know
Couldn't do it.
it's hard. It's hard to come by.
He's saucy.
Saucy
Real
bad.
saucy.
Oh, he did tell me to call you a saucy cunt, Scott. So
Oh, okay.
you're a saucy cunt.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Proud, as always.
If anyone from Valve is listening, it would be pretty sweet if you had a press email address.
Yeah, I don't know.
We did talk to a dude from Hidden Path through another dude.
Yes, we have been,
Dude on
and he's
dude
still
talks.
talking to him, and yeah, we didn't really get anywhere because he told us to
Trying, bros.
try the Twitter, and then I didn't hear back since then. So we're gonna keep trying. We have another possible path to keys, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, initial impressions on it. Let's let John go first because
I mean, the game's great. It plays like Counter-Strike. Maps, the changes they've made to the maps have made it like infinitely better.
Yeah,
But
that's
the gun
one awesome.
animations are complete balls, and it just doesn't, like, your guns don't animate in a way that's consistent with your shooting, so it just feels awkward.
I also
It's not
thought
awkward, it just feels awkward because
it
your
does
gun's
look
not
different.
animating correctly.
from watching some videos, and actually I think it was actually one of you guys who said this, but like once I watched the video, I was like, yeah, that's actually 100% true. Somebody was like, it looks like the guns from Left 4 Dead.
Yeah,
And it
people-
does. It does
Yeah,
look
I've
like
seen
the
that a
guns
lot.
from Left 4 Dead.
just because of the lack of like animation, almost right? Like the
There's
way,
no kick.
yeah,
when
there's
you
no
shoot.
kick exactly.
Yeah.
That is yeah, and it throws you off. So and then the recoil. So on the rifles, they've upped. I mean, John talked about this, but it goes so after one bullet, basically on the M4, the gun goes straight up, like almost to the peak of the recoil, and then it goes left to right, but it's straight up after that. So, like that, you know, that spray that you could do, maybe strafing once in a while with the M, like you can't. If you spray, you can be 3 feet from a dude, and if you do that and don't literally aren't aiming 3 feet in front of him on the ground, you're not going to hit him with one bullet. So the recoil is really heavy. AK is a little more manageable, but it's definitely different. And like John said, like the animations is just bizarre. On the rifles, Opping feels great. Opping feels the same.
Yeah.
Deagle is you basically. I figured out the Deagle, and you just have to shoot the Deagle way slower than you did before. The rate of fire's definitely lower, at least in the beta. Like you can get Deagle headshots are pretty accurate. I don't know, what did you feel about the netcode, John? I don't feel like it's hard to know because a lot of the servers we're playing on are like for some reason, Europe. I've been getting on like 100 plus ping, but
I mean, I feel like
it's not bad. I don't feel like I'm like screaming at the netcode like, you know, in Source sometimes.
after playing Source for so long, it just, it doesn't matter how high your ping is on there because the hitboxes are correct.
Yeah. What else about it? I think
It's fucking pretty.
it is. It's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous game. It runs flawlessly. I had my first crash after, I don't know, I played like 14 hours of it or so, 15, and I had my first crash the other day. So that's stellar. I mean, it's really well optimized.
Yeah, you were telling me that the other day, and that doesn't surprise me at all because I'm sure they're probably using like the Portal 2 iteration of Source.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really solid. It runs great. Everything. I mean, it runs better. It was streaming the game. I said this in one of the videos. Streaming the game, it runs better than Source does. Source tanks when I'm streaming for some reason, and this game is perfectly fine.
Oh yeah, all Valve titles tank for me streaming. I don't know
It's something
why.
weird.
Just not optimized at all.
Yeah,
Basically,
it just
for that.
doesn't feel good. Which is like, even Modern Warfare 3 feels fine streaming, which if a game's gonna be broken, I figured it would be that one, but
Yeah. Yeah, it does feel good. Yeah, the Dust 1 will be a competitive map for sure now, again, because I think it was in Season 1 and they took it out, but...
It looks really good what they've done with it as far as the choke points and stuff on there, which were horrendous, as most people know.
If you have a coordinated T-team or a decent rushing T-team, you can win a lot of rounds. It's just it's very well balanced. I think it's going to be one of my favorite maps now. After we'll have to see, there's a couple new maps, and like you can't in the beta there's no silencer on your M4 right now though. Broken pointed out to me today that there's silencer wave files in the install.
Yeah,
I'm sure they'll add that.
So yeah, I'm sure that will be there. And then the deagle flip, you have to cock your deagle every time. It doesn't cancel, like you can't cancel the animation or anything. So the quick switch is kind of pointless at this point, though it just feels right to do. What else? I mean, like it plays like, I'm going to say this in the impressions article I'm going to post by the end of the week, but it just feels like they haven't tweaked anything with how Counter-Strike feels. It feels like 100% like a Counter-Strike game through and through. Like, even though it's a different, different take on it, they definitely got that right. So
it's still very much Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
With Counter-Strike, you never expect it to be visually appealing, but it is.
Yeah.
Once I get a Moab in there, I think I'll probably buy it. But...
a Moab for Tabies.
Tabies.
I was talking about like dogs and shit. Probably would be cool.
That would be nice.
Yeah, attack dogs would be really
After
good.
like 3 op kills, you can call in dogs.
I really think that flak jacket should be a perk.
Yeah.
It should be the only perk. It should be the only perk in the game.
Flak jacket.
One perk. Yeah, just flak jacket pro. That's it.
Yeah, in the casual mode, they only have one mode right now, so it dumps you onto a dedicated server against 5 other people, and fills in bots as needed. But
matchmaking's nice.
Matchmaking really is nice, and I think when they have the competitive mode where they're actually the ranked games and they're going to rank you based on skill and everything, that's going to be a lot of fun. I mean,
I'm going to be dead last.
Yeah, but I feel like it's going to be awesome to jump in with 4 other people and see how you fare against, another. I guess you can. I'm sure you're going to be able to party up or whatever.
Yeah, I think isn't there that option in there, but you can't.
It's just not
click
working
on it.
yet.
Yeah,
exactly. The fog, we were talking about this too. The fog, like the
It's
dust.
absurd.
Yeah, it's crazy. It takes a while to
Dust lives up to its name.
It's very dusty.
Pretty fucking dusty, yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to see down corridors and open areas. And you can control the bots. You can control the bots when you die, so you don't have to watch them, which is cool. If there is a bot or 2 on your team. So
that's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I mean, overall, the rumors that people keep posting my videos that like the open. I think these are all rumors because I haven't seen any of this confirmed, obviously. But they're saying that the open beta is going to start like the 13th or 14th or 15th. I don't know.
Like it was going to move pretty fast though, from what some of the interviews.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
so.
It was going to move out of closed and and then things were just going to ramp up.
So maybe people are guessing, from those comments when it's going to be. So it doesn't seem like.
Given that closed beta is only like 10,000 people right now, I don't think they're going to just open it up right from 10,000 people.
Yeah, to full. They're going to have to at least start giving out more keys.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen any, like, they haven't had any partner gaming sites doing key giveaways or anything. So I would have to imagine we'd see that before open beta.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great. I mean, it's really fun. I mean, we've been just playing Dust over and over again, and it's a blast. I'm not getting bored at all.
That's what we do in Source anyway.
That's true.
Just play Dust 2.
Dust 2 usually, but yeah, Dust 1. Oh yeah,
Get on that Office jump.
Office will be interesting to see.
Aztec.
No.
I like Aztec.
Fucking hate
Also
Aztec.
Prodigy.
I can't stand it.
Prodigy, I
You
do
like Prodigy? Ugh.
I hate Prodigy.
I'll fucking spray with a silenced M4 down that corridor and fucking kill 30 people in a clip.
Yeah.
I still can't remember the name of that map that I like.
Men's asses.
Nuketown?
Yeah, Nuketown's good though. Nuketown's
I do like
quite a strong map.
What? Yeah, this map. This has been eluding you, but you tried to describe it to me the other day.
I feel like I should pull up Source or something right now.
Is it a common one that everyone should know, or it's like an obscure?
Like I said, they introduced it with port.
With port.
So,
what else? Was Tides with port?
Yeah, Tides was with it too.
But it's one more?
It's not Tides, yeah.
Okay. Alright, well.
It may be the redone. It's not Assault, though. Assault's the one with that warehouse, right?
Yeah, and you go in through the vents at the top, the CTs.
If only there was a place
William
to find out the CS maps names.
I don't know. What is this thing called? Google.
Oh, why don't you get on that, Brandon?
Alright.
Fine.
Are you doing it now, too?
Yeah, let me go ahead and Google the map that you like and try and figure it out.
Look that up.
That didn't work at all. It took me to Counter-Strike Planet. That's not what I want.
Oh, you want to be there all the time. I'm just continually on that site. Just refresh it. But yeah, that's all I had on that. Unless...
Italy was a ballin' map.
Yeah.
Compound. That's it. Compound.
I'm trying to remember. I mean, I played it, but
that.
I don't remember the layout. You got a screenshot? Let's link that.
I'm looking right now. Where's the fucking... You're the worst wiki in the world.
Alright, but yeah, let's move on from the... Do we have anything else we wanted to add in the news section? I know Brandon really wants to talk about...
quick hits, yeah.
Yeah,
That's TDM.
Yes, the quick hits. Okay. Whoever wants to take that, run away.
Go ahead, Brandon.
Brandon, you want to talk about that?
Map.
Well, no, I mean, not a huge week, because now that we're kind of getting into that Thanksgiving, Christmas lull, I mean, we're actually seeing more news than I would expect, but let's see, we had a Battlefield 3 patch come out,
Yes.
nerfed mortars and flashlights, so I'm sure much rejoicing there. News more dear to my heart is that Tribes of Sin got another patch, which is like the 10th patch in 2 weeks. And but the thing is that they keep adding substantial stuff with each patch. So this most recent one added a team deathmatch mode, which original Tribes players will probably scream heresy about that. But it has a twist in that you have a flag carrier, and
cool twist.
If your team is carrying the flag, then you get double points for every kill. So it actually ends up being more like a team game of Rabbit, kind of where you have to chase the guy that has the flag. That's what every game ends up turning into. But it is definitely nicer than just regular TDM because, there's not a whole lot of camping and stuff. So, let's see. I don't know.
I think it's good because you can learn how to lead and how to shoot in there if you're having trouble with it rather than a full speed capture the flag game.
Yeah, well, that's the good thing is if you just wanted to practice like your slaying, then that's the place to do it because that's the only objective. Whereas capture the flag, you have a lot more roles in capture the flag. But if you just wanted to practice killing, team deathmatch is good for that. And they keep messing around with the maps that they have. I'm not really sure why, but they took out Bella Omega, which wasn't I don't really care for. And they added back Dry Dock. So I don't know. Next patch we might see that shift up again. But anyway, Tribes of Sin. They're also they seem to be releasing a lot more keys. So some of you may have seen. Well,
we've
if you're
tweeted
listening
several during.
Yeah, if you're listening on Wednesday, we'll probably be tweeting more keys out because they seem to be giving out a ton of keys to VIP members. So if you don't have a key yet, seriously, just be patient because we'll tweet them out until everyone has one, pretty much.
So, oh yes, other quick hits as well.
I just before you go into that, I just saw the CS compound screenshot you posted. Yeah, and I used to love this map too. Actually, I played it a lot when I was with pub. Yeah, it's fun.
It was pretty balanced too.
Yeah,
it wasn't bad. So.
I remember that now.
That was fun.
Yeah, go ahead.
Never gets old. God, it's so good.
So I have a few quick hits myself here, which actually we didn't post really. I don't even know if anyone saw these, but this one's kind of off the wall. But it's such a classic PC game, although I doubt any of us really played it. The old Microsoft Flight Sim, which kind of was, it is a classic game. They're coming out with a new one next year, and I fully expect 50-year-old businessmen with lots of money to get that 6-screen setup that we posted in Tech the Halls, and get a flight everything and start hooking it up so it's beta.
I would love that shit, dude.
Yeah, you know
dude,
what's funny
it's
is that
free, I think it's open beta, so all you have to do is sign into
Well,
Windows
you do like
Live or
flights
whatever.
back and
Like
forth.
those are the games that would
It's just
truly
flat
excel
out.
in Infinity.
Flat out flight sim, Alex. It's just like you fly a plane. That's
I
it.
can do Toronto to Boston when I go to PAX.
Yeah.
I'll map it out.
Nice.
Well, you
Yeah,
know, the funny
so-
thing is that like, I think Microsoft Flight Simulator and maybe a couple other
It's been a while
programs,
since
but
there's been an iteration, so that's why.
yeah, it's been a while, but that is still, from what I understand, like the gold standard for flight sims. I had a friend of my dad's was actually, I think, looking to get his pilot's license, and you know, those classes to actually fly the plane are really expensive. But I guess you can get your pilot's license or some part of it through
there's different
like flight sims. And so
Yeah.
he wanted me to spec him out a computer just to do Microsoft Flight Simulator. And I looked at I was trying to find the newest version, and I looked at the newest version, and all of the hardware requirements were like from 4 years ago. And I was like, pretty much anything you get today is going to be able to run this thing. But I'm sure that we don't really play that stuff much, but I'm sure there's a huge contingent of people out there that are really happy about a new version of that.
and it gets people back on the PC. That's all I'm saying. We're always for that. So,
Yeah.
but all
They
you
make
need to
some-
do
they-
is sign up
They make
at
some pretty
Windows Live.
crazy like peripherals for that stuff. The
dude.
rudders and all that.
Yeah, there's full like foot pedal rudders that you can buy, and then
Jeez.
like obviously the steering wheel, and there's like full instrument for the old ones, like early 2000s, late 90s. You could buy like full instrument panel that worked with the game.
Yeah.
People would have like rich guys, rich guys in their 40s and 50s would have whole setups just for this game. Played nothing else on their PC. But they wanted to do flight sim. So, but yeah, it's just called Microsoft Flight now, not Flight Simulator. So I thought that was kind of cool because it's a classic game and it's actually a pretty huge following. Not really something most of us are into, except Bob with his trains.
Well,
But,
yeah. Any simulator, Bob's got
Hey,
his ear to
I
the
would
ground.
try it out, especially if it had like updated graphics. Because
Yeah, it
back
does.
in the day, Flight Sim had great graphics.
Yeah, it looked really good.
for the time.
Yeah, it's going to be. I'm sure they'll get. If they don't Infinity support that, they're insane.
Oh, they'll have to, yeah.
Next little quick hit is the hard drive market, which has been just in the shitter since those Thailand floods. Things have almost doubled in some cases, the prices. So those of you building
More than
PCs
doubled
right
sometimes.
now, are like kind of like, oh my god, a hard drive is like close to $200 for gig and a half, or a terabyte and a half. It says that in January it's supposed to be in quarter one, so January, February, you should see a pretty significant break in those prices. So if you were going to build and you want to save maybe even half off your hard drive, you might want to wait a few weeks after Christmas and start building. So
If you're not in a hurry, I think it's just one more reason to maybe wait for Ivy Bridge.
Yep. So they said they've got not almost everything up, but Western Digital said, quote unquote, substantial progress was made in restoring all those the equipment that was lost and replacing it and that kind of thing. So they just have to start shipping. Their shipping was cut in half by this, so it's going to go up significantly. So you won't have to pay out the ass for hard drives much longer. So that's,
Well, but also be aware that prices go up quicker than they tend to come down. So I would take that news with a grain of salt. It's definitely good news for capacity, but I would expect the prices to still be high for a few months.
And last quick hit, I don't know if you guys remember the Stanley Parable. I don't know if any of you guys tried it besides me.
I watched
it's
your Let's
sweet.
Play.
Yeah, I played it.
But the kind of blurring the line between what is a game, what isn't a game. The kind of game that kind of created that whole thing is a game called Dear Esther, which I mentioned in our first article about it way back in like June, I think, was when we posted that. Dear Esther is basically same kind of thing. You start on an island. It was built on the Source engine as well. It was actually built by a college class, I believe, kind of like Portal. And you basically solved the mystery and, walked through like a story. So, but now they're remaking the game with the Portal 2 Source iteration, and it's going to look fantastic. And you can actually get in beta. I think it's open in January. So you can get beta for that game. And the screenshots, which I'm actually going to post these on the site, but just look fantastic. Even though it's just Source, it looks amazing. So if you're into that or into the kind of checking that out, you can starting in January. So that would be the end of that for me.
Nice.
No! Oh, God damn it!
Oh God, is it time? Can I talk about it now?
Do you need to do breathing exercises before we start?
Oh my God!
This
All
is
right.
what I do at drama school.
Solutions.com.
Breathing exercises.
I can walk
I'll
you
be
through
there
a
with my arms wide
relaxation.
open.
All right,
Well, first, maybe you should explain the situation.
Yeah, before you just go.
All right, so this was the situation. So
we need to build up the listeners' rage.
Yeah, you guys will get just as mad as we are about this. So we started out. We had the Tribes Ascend esports guy on the podcast last week, and so we're excited to get that up. So I'm about to upload it in the AM as I get to work, and I go to the Podbean website, which is always sorry, I'm not going to say his last name. His name was Bart. Alex, thank you. I'm not going to butcher his last name again. Königsberg. No?
You got it.
Yes!
Got it.
Yes! God, I'm pumped.
You are the worst.
What's Jared's last name?
Stop.
Yeah, that's Jared's.
Nope, not doing it.
Jared
And,
Grundle, I think.
So I go to upload it, and there's this little notice up at the top that says, Podbean will be performing server maintenance from, was it 12 to 6? 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. today. And no other explanation other than, just server maintenance. So I see that, and right away, that sets me off the fucking handle. I'm like, this is a joke. This can't be real. So I send that. I think, Brandon, were you on GChat at that point? Didn't I say something to you? Or
Yeah,
I think I tweeted out a
saw it.
screenshot.
Yeah.
And I was like, this isn't real. So we're scrambling, trying to figure out what to do. Luckily, we were able to host the podcast on one of our on our server, and it was able to handle the traffic and everything, and it worked out. But in the process, like the iTunes links got broken. Well, actually, this is after the fact. So finally, Podbean comes back up, right?
Well, no, hold on.
All right,
Podbean, not only were they down, they didn't
yes.
even have an error page or like a maintenance page or anything. It was just a straight up HTTP error.
No, yes, that's it.
We're undergoing maintenance. Just fuck it. Page isn't here.
And if you've ever tried to contact anyone at Podbean before, God help you. There's probably one person that works there, and he's a monkey in a cage writing with bananas or something.
He's actually right next to Catalyst Guy.
He is. It's unbelievable. You can't get a response. Like, I had a ticket in about broken links before where, the files are clearly there, but they just don't link anymore. And I got a response 4 weeks later after I fixed it myself by re-uploading all the files with, the problem is no longer persisting. Thank you for your message. I mean, are you kidding me? That was 4 weeks later, and I fixed it. So, anyway,
I think this gets better.
It gets better? What are you talking about?
No, our story gets better.
Oh,
They charge me the annual subscription fee 3 months
I remember.
in a row.
Yeah, for the other you went Grizz Baby, right? When you were hosting. Yeah. So we finally it finally comes back up, and so we're like, okay, good. Well, at least it'll feed, because I uploaded the episode there too before it went down, and I was like, all right, well, at least it'll feed the iTunes, feed iTunes and everything, and people will get the podcast. Brandon, you messaged me, right? And you're like, can you go to the site and click?
Because I was going to relink our links back to Podbean. I just figure, now that it's back up, we'll fix the links and have everything consistent. And sure enough, the podcast links just don't work.
In fact, I think it's broken.
Yeah, every link is broken, and another just a straight up error page that said 410 gone. That's all it said.
Unbelievable. And this is after they did server maintenance. This was after they did it during peak hours of the day from 12 to 6, when they're probably getting the most requests for people to listen and stream this shit. Dude, unbelievable. I will never, I don't care, I will never, ever recommend Podbean or use Podbean again. Like, we're working on, this week it's not going to be on, I'm not uploading to Podbean. We're going to upload it on our site and hopefully fix the feed so that it will update for you guys. But we're done with, Podbean is horrible. I think the only thing I can think of is that it's a side business for someone. I was saying there's one of two options. It's like someone is running it in a foreign country and doesn't speak English at all, Maybe that's the possibility. And the other one is that it's run by 1 or 2 people who do it as like just, money on the side. Because,
Catalyst Shed guy needs to get money somewhere.
oh my God. Yeah, he has to be running it. There is no question. So anyway, I was so mad. Like, Dan's never seen me that mad. I literally couldn't even type. I had to leave. I had to go to lunch. I was like, I will deal with this after lunch.
Yeah, that's actually what you said.
I was seeing red. I was like, I have to leave. I've never been so mad. I don't know why. Just the injustice. There's something about it just culminates like not only getting no information like prior to like, could they have sent out an email like maybe saying like, just so you know, guys, there'll be some serious, server maintenance going on. I know this is an inconvenience. Nothing. They don't care, man. And there's so many podcasts hosted on it. I just don't know how they get away with it. Because when it works, I guess it's easy to use, but
yeah.
It's a crime. It's an absolute crime. And I tweeted some pretty about doing some violent things to the Podbean.
Somebody made an epic troll account.
There's a Podbean CEO.
Podbean CEO.
He says his only tweet is "fuck you APLFisher." He said he didn't know what the Podbean CEO looks like. Too late. I blew his fucking face off. That's what my tweet. So, we're not happy with Podbean. So Podbean, you can go fuck yourself. That's what I have to say about it.
And we apologize for last week's.
Yeah, sorry.
Not our fault.
No, the fact that you guys heard it at all was Bob.
Well, it worked fine, just not for iTunes users. So we apologize to iTunes users.
And
kind of.
Worst case scenario, we might have to make a whole new feed on iTunes. That's the worst case if it doesn't update. But hopefully we can just change the URL and update once, and then you guys will be good. So we'll work on that tomorrow for this podcast. So. Anyway, that's the story.
But just watch it on KBMOD.com or listen to it
true.
anyways.
While you click ads everywhere.
Yeah.
Like click on the ads, please.
Make sure you click on weird ads, like for perfume and shit. Click on those the most.
Oh, God. Yeah, so that's all I have to say. Hopefully I will never have to mention the word Podbean ever again after this week. I want to erase it from our memory. All right, let's get to the Twitter questions.
Did anyone else collect them, or is it just my list?
Oh, I don't know. I can look at them.
I'm just asking. I don't care.
I have
a list.
If you have a list, let's go with your list.
And now it's time for Twitter questions with the KBMOD podcast.
Well, first of all, since this bro said it would really help him out, Warren Robertson, happy birthday, because it'll be your birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Warren.
Happy birthday, bro. I hope you're turning 21 as well, and you can get some beers just like the podcast.
Nice.
So.
That was nice, Dan.
What, Brandon? He wanted a shout out, dude. Oh, okay.
Did the PayPal money clear for you to give him that birthday shout out, or is that still pending?
Yeah, actually, he bought me the Brink DLC.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Actually, if he was doing that, then not only would you not shout him out, you'd probably be cursing at him if he bought you that.
Like, fuck your birthday, bro. So I decided to start with that one, but also Trout wanted me to call you a saucy cunt after his Twitter intro, so you're a saucy cunt, Scott.
Oh wow! But you already called me.
Yeah, no, I had to do it twice.
Okay, all right.
All right. Here's a few. Oh man, there's a bunch of weird ones. Here. Okay, this one was my favorite. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. This is from Voltage Z. How many pillows do you sleep with?
3.
3?
Yep.
All right, I got a question. I might be the one. Who uses a body pillow?
I
have one. Yes.
Yeah, fucking.
That's pretty common, actually.
Yeah, I use 2 pillows.
For a body pillow.
Well, it's like just a really long pillow.
Does anyone here
I have the opposite. I have a little tiny pillow.
What? Just one?
Yeah, no, I have a regular sized pillow.
Yeah. He has a French man named Francois that he sleeps on.
Yeah, he just holds his hand underneath my head. And I need that little bit of extra support from Francois.
Nice.
And that's what I use my little pillow for. Because you just need that little bit of extra...
Yeah.
Does
anyone have a Sobakawa cloud pillow? Because that's my favorite advertisement on TV. You've never seen that?
No. Which one is that?
Oh, man. I'm alone in this.
Is that where you dress up in a Snuggie and shake weight out of ShamWow?
while doing fushigi. That's
in your Snuggie.
So, yes, I sleep with a body pillow and 2 pillows.
Yeah, I'm 2, same way. 2 and
Brandon doesn't sleep. He waits for tribes patches.
He waits for tribes.
Well, see, my answer actually varies because it depends on the hotel.
Oh.
Ooh, true. You
What
do
the fuck are
sleep.
you having that hotel at any one point?
Yeah.
All right, this one comes from the Ginger Bomb. Can you open a monthly award to whomever gets the most Doom backgrounds that month on the site? I'll talk to Sean and Bob to see what we can do.
If we had any reasonable way to calculate that,
Yeah.
sure.
That's the question.
By the way,
You
Bob,
should
if
just
you're
have a ticker,
listening,
just a ticker on that background. And
that'd be kind of cool.
yeah, but I guess it wouldn't.
I
tell
bet
us
Sean
to
can do
capitulate, But yeah. That would be
But
Yeah, let's have him working on that.
that's the important thing.
yeah, the
That's
mobile
not-
site looks like garbage, but fuck that. We're
Yeah, I
going with Doom
can't read the
background.
site at all on
Priorities,
iPhones,
guys.
but that's all right.
Priorities here.
But and Bob, if you're listening, people submitted a bunch of screenshots. Why don't you just fucking add them? We still have like all BF3 backgrounds, bro.
What a dick.
What a jerk. God.
I like that this all gets aired out on the podcast. Like, let's not bother.
This is why Bob
bother
needs to
IF.
get locked in a room and heard formal complaint filed by Private Joker over and over again until he fucking does something.
God.
All right. So, what is the best creation on the Minecraft server so far? That's from Crunch. Ooh,
that's
you guys
fucking
heard some
difficult.
lists of what
Yeah,
they are.
there was a
There's
little
a
bit in the
ton of shit. There's the KBMOD Hotel and the KBMOD offices as well.
How big are the offices? Are they plush?
They are pretty plush.
Nice.
And Nikon Punch made a group of skyscrapers,
Wow.
and they are baller ass. My choice goes to the funny ones are the Coming Enderman or Men's Asses, but my vote goes to the Sprite, the 8-bit Sprite Gordon Freeman.
That is pretty
Oh,
legit.
really? Oh, wow.
That is pretty legit.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's a good one. I was actually
Mine is-
admiring that earlier.
I think
John's-
it got added today, but it's the NASCAR sniper tribute. That's my favorite.
I was gonna say, did I see one that was like the NASCAR logo?
Yeah, it's a NASCAR and there's a little crosshair at the end.
Snapper.
NASCAR Sniper.
NASCAR sniper
487.
Confederacy.
That's because everyone who uses the mic in Modern Warfare 3 is from the South.
It seems
It's
like
true.
it. Or they're terrible, and then they tell
Fuck
you
you,
how to play on
noobs.
competition.
You fucking campers.
Brandon, am I reading that question right that you typed in chat?
Oh my god. I won't even read it, but.
No. That's actually being asked.
Is that okay? Fair enough.
Yeah, I picked that one.
Personal question. Didn't want to be.
This one's
That's-
from Dirk the Devil, who uses a Mac to play PC games.
Yes, he does.
What?
With a mobile 6970 GPU for $4,000.
Will any KBMOD members be making channels for their cats?
I have one from.
No.
I don't have a cat. I have a dog. She's fucking legit.
That is true. Your dog is legit.
Dogs are really good cats.
She- weren't you guys talking about getting a dog for the hunters for the age man?
Yeah, we're thinking about it. I think we're gonna wait till Zoe's a little bigger though.
And wait till she's like able to walk around and shit.
Yeah.
Wait until she's too big to be eaten by a dog.
Yeah, that's true. That is a concession we will have to make. It'll chew on her like she's a toy right now.
I'm not gonna make one for my cat, but I'm gonna make one for the condom that the homeless man gave me in Subway today.
If you make a channel based on that, I will subscribe.
No, I'm just gonna do an aerial view of the condom and move it with my finger like it's talking, and just have its life.
What you should do is just put it in spots and make like 30-second videos. Like this Felicia Day, the wonderful and vibrant Felicia Day,
Wow.
tweeted the other day that she had found the apex of Japanese putting things on top of cats' YouTube channels, and she had indeed. These videos had like 800,000 views. It's just a cat in a bowl of fruit for 30 seconds. Like, that's all it is. And this person had like 300 uploads. That's all they are. That's all they are. So what you should do, Alex, is put the condom on things, film it for 30 seconds, and just make $1 billion off YouTube.
Little did they know that cat's been dead for the last 150 uploads.
God.
Speaking of cats,
Oh God.
Oh, God.
This one's from Firebird, who I think is an Australian bro, which is why this makes sense, because he gets fingered by animals all the time, I'm sure.
Kangaroos, mostly.
Would you rather finger your cat or get fingered by your cat?
All right, I have such a good story about this. It's gonna be disturbing.
What? How is that even possible?
How is this
Let me
possible?
tell you one of the most disturbing things I ever witnessed in my life. Actually, this brings up a repressed memory I had. So,
Did this happen in the forest with that 9-year-old girl?
no,
Oh, God.
Bringing that one up again. No, this was not her. This was when I was like, I was 12 years old, and I went over my friend's house who had a really weird older brother, and I always remember him being like a really weird loner. So this one day, I'm going to my friend Seth's room where, I don't know, we're going to play video games or something, and I walk by his brother's room, and his door's open a little bit, and I see him sitting on his bed, and he's got his finger in his cat.
No.
And he's like humping the cat with his fucking finger.
Oh my.
And I pull my friend Seth. I'm like, dude, what the hell? Like, I was just so shocked. I was like, what is going on? And his brother saw us, looks over, and instead of being ashamed, just smiles and goes, dude, the cat thinks she's being humped by another cat.
I'm putting down my headset. I'm going away.
That dude is now raping and murdering women.
And that was like, and I just remember, like, it was the most
Fenton just
bizarre
laughed.
thing. I think I told my parents about it, and they were like, that's not, they were like that. I think they talked to his parents. I probably got him in trouble.
Yeah,
But
they should.
that was horrible. Anyway, I'm sorry. Sorry you had to hear that.
Wow.
So,
If that's where this went, I'm totally fine.
All right.
no, but you don't want to, well, you have to answer though. Would you rather finger a cat or be fingered by one?
God, that's a
Because I'm guessing there's a whole paw involved. It's not going to be just a finger. It's
Is the
Cats
cat...
don't have fingers.
and how
I
big is
think
the
the question
cat
is claw or
declawed?
declawed. That's the more important question.
That's the real question.
Mhm.
If it's declawed, then I will get fingered by the cat.
Yeah, I would probably do the same, so I don't feel bad about myself.
And so I'm not that kid in that room.
Oh God!
Thank-
Give me the thumbs up, like you just discovered something amazing.
Hey, I'm fucking this cat.
Hey, I'm making a cat come, bro. This is awesome.
I don't participate in finger banging because the last time I finger banged with anybody, my lover died. Jimmy.
Oh God! Oh my
Brandon's
God! I'm so
trying to
scared
keep
right now.
over here.
Oh God!
My boyfriend.
Brandon is incoherently laughing right now.
He must have muted his mic.
He's muted his microphone.
Gone.
Hey, dudes, I'm fucking this cat, is what Brandon is writing in the chat.
We're
True
having to
story.
relate because he
Life,
can't do
the
it.
truth is stranger than fiction, man. Mess. I'm glad I was never alone with that person. By accident.
Oh God.
Times.
I want to die.
It thinks it's another cat. That's what was amazing. That made it normal.
No worries, bros. It thinks it's another cat.
My finger is just like a cat's penis.
It was so messed up. Oh God.
I can't even look at my own hands right now. I really can't. I really can't. I'm gonna wear mittens for the rest of my fucking life.
Oh
All
God.
right, so I have a question.
Yes, Brandon.
Yes.
I think this one seems to
You
this
together?
one's a brain teaser. Nightright asks, how many nips would a Nipnops nip if a Nipnops could nop nips?
That's strong.
Brink.
The answer is brink.
Brink competitive.
Irreversible hallway brink. That's the answer. Going with 67 nips.
Good
That
one.
would be knocked.
PK67.
I would do John's awesome nipple dance thing, which I'm doing right now, but you can't see me. So
It is a dance.
I bet
it
it's
is a
creepy.
dance. Oh, I bet it is creepy.
I love, Dan, how your wife just straight out says, like, you can be the creepiest person in the world ever. If you want to be. She was, like, tweeting the other day. It's like, dude, Dan is creepy when he wants to be.
Best mustache in A.
Yeah.
Well,
Wife
you know.
called you Uncle Touchy.
Yeah, she did. That
It
was a victory for everyone.
It was. What's our time, Scott? What's our
we're at 123 right now. So.
All right. I got to kill, fuck, marry here.
All right.
This one is for APL, but anyone else can answer.
Oh,
Alex won't have an answer because he'll just hate it. Source, CSGO, and 1.6.
Kill, fuck, marry? Oh my god, this is a...
Fuck them all to
For
death.
yeah. Fuck them all to... It's like it's like a cat's penis, you know. It's cool.
It's good, dude. Thinks it's another cat, bro. Relax.
We gotta sell that on a KBMOD shirt. It's cool. It thinks it's another cat.
Yeah, that's going on a shirt.
Oh god, I'm hoping we can distract from actually having to answer this question. I don't know,
I
man.
think this one's pretty easy,
You
actually.
kill Source, you fuck Go, and you marry 1.6.
Yeah, absolutely. It's easy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I think you gotta marry the old classic.
Yeah. It has been a tried and true partner for a long time.
1.6 won't leave you.
I don't really know 1.6. I don't want to get into bed with it. I don't really know it.
Yeah. It's kind of like, it's a cougar that's a little too old for you, Dan, to even be interested in.
Yeah.
Dan's old as fuck.
Yeah, I am as fuck. It's true. I'm marrying Source. And I'm fucking CSGO, and I'm killing 1.6, bro.
Wow. You're gonna kill the originator, huh?
Disposing of 1.6.
Yeah. Man, it's tough. I mean, everyone would kill Source, huh? I don't know if I'd kill Source. I just like Source too much. But I couldn't kill 1.6. I might have to kill CSGO. As much as I'm enjoying it, it's the new kid on the block, so we might have
Easy to pick on.
Yeah, it's easy to pick on and get rid of, and probably no one will miss it if I, bury it well enough. So we'll kill CSGO. We'll fuck Source and we'll marry 1.6. Yeah.
Marry Guild Wars 2. And then poop in Scott's bed.
Dude, don't make me bring out my Guild Wars meme. I'll bring it out.
No.
And then you can say that you're quitting the internet, as you always do.
I'm done.
What's the sound you're gonna make when you poop in his bed?
And on that note,
we probably should end the podcast.
Wait, hold on. I think we gotta ask one more question because we have two people who asked the exact same question with the exact same punctuation or lack thereof, and the capitalization and everything. It's the same question from two different people, I think.
Okay.
So it's just, it's a regular question. I just thought it was
maybe
crazy.
Maybe it counts. You never know.
Well,
totally
maybe
cool.
it's possible. Anyway, but I'm curious about this question, so I'm going to ask it. What was your first car?
Ooh. 2004 Impala.
You say ooh like you have to think about it.
1999 Pontiac Grand Am.
Are we saying first car we owned or first car we
drove or just owned? Our first
first car you drove?
Well,
no, first car that
Power
was
Wheels
was
Jeep?
yours.
First car I owned is the one I currently have.
Wow, that's impressive.
I had a 1998 maroon Ford Taurus. It was my first car. It was like a fucking boat. Ate gas. It was awful.
Yeah, when I got married, my wife had a car, so we just used that one, and I didn't need a car in college at all. So,
I had a Jeep Wrangler.
Nice.
Did it have a huge fucking muffler too? Did it think it was another cat?
600,000.
That justifies anything now.
Brandon's got his whole fist in the muffler. It thinks it's another car.
God.
Oh, God. Wow.
I actually love that Brandon literally cried.
Yeah, that's good. Whenever there's tears on the desk from Brandon, it's a good podcast. Turned out.
All right.
Yeah, we should probably end it now. We are about an hour and a half, but
it's totally cool. Just thinks it's another podcast.
Thinks it's another podcast.
It's fun, guys. All right, guys. We will see you next week. So
that's the kind of to the face that you like. I'm